Most creators spend their careers poking polite holes in the ceiling above them, just enough to peek at the next floor. Darren Watkins Jr., better known as IShowSpeed, skipped the poking and detonated the roof, then live-streamed the wreckage. On 21st December 2024, he stepped off a red-eye flight onto Australia's Gold Coast with 33 million subscribers and a single security guard. Word leaked from the arrivals hall before he reached the taxi rank. By the time he turned onto Cavill Avenue, an estimated 8,000 fans blocked the street, phone screens glowing like a field of flashlights. Officers shut 2 light rail stations and ordered storefronts to lower shutters so the crowd didn't crush the glass. TV helicopters circled overhead, and our Speed Down Under hit #1 on X in 10 countries before breakfast in Los Angeles. Evening news programs that rarely mention YouTubers spliced Beatles mania footage beside this shirtless kid waving a selfie stick. Millions of viewers over 40 discovered the name IShowSpeed, and overnight, he picked up 3 million subscribers who had never opened Twitch or Discord in their lives. That worldwide quake can be traced to a single pound 1.79 super chat. On 26 March 2022, a 17-year-old Speed, half shirtless in his Ohio bedroom, barking at FIFA menus, read a donation asking which soccer club he supports. He yelled, "Cristiano Ronaldo, SUUUI!" The 14-second bark felt like throwaway hype, yet within hours it landed on football meme pages in São Paulo, Lagos, and Riyadh. 48 hours later, his sub-counter clicked like a Geiger meter. 6 million became 7, then 8, then 9. American football means Lombardi trophies and 115 million Super Bowl viewers. Respectable until you compare it with the planet-wide faith practiced everywhere else. The 2022 World Cup final drew 1.5 billion live viewers and more than 5 billion total watchers across the tournament. When Speed's Ronaldo cry hitchhiked into that ecosystem, comment language flipped from Midwestern slang to Portuguese, Arabic, and Turkish. Highlight channels sliced him between Neymar stepovers. TikTok producers remixed the bark into club beats. Speed realized streaming solely for US gamers was like playing to the back row of a packed stadium. He knows opportunity when it barks back. FIFA pack openings evolved into vaudeville. He mispronounced João Cancelo, shrieked at bronze rares, and body slammed his chair every time he packed Ronaldo. Viewers begged for real-world football. Speed obliged, booking red-eye flights, waving hand-painted banners from hostile balconies, and live-streaming a sprint from Heathrow baggage claim to an FA Cup kickoff at Wembley. His channel morphed from bedroom chaos to a handheld quest film. One loud American teen chasing the planet's most followed athlete. Cristiano Ronaldo, with 1 billion social followers, is a living algorithm. Chat coined #Find Ronaldo, and every failed ambush, security guards in Lisbon, taxi drivers shrugging at Old Trafford, poured gasoline on the bonfire. Even João Felix joked to reporters, "Let the kid through." On the 20th of June 2023, Portugal beat Bosnia 3-0 in Lisbon. In the stadium's underground car park, Ronaldo noticed the chaotic huddle, smiled, and extended a hand. Speed howled, dropped to his knees, and cried. 10 million likes arrived in 24 hours. For him, it was simply Chapter 1. A guerrilla European tour. Summer 2024, he crammed 18 countries into 30 days. Subscriber milestones tumbled, 25 million in Munich at midnight, 27 million on a Prague river cruise, 29 million outside a Vienna concert hall, until Oslo slammed the brakes. On 3 July, he ducked into a souvenir shop as fans swarmed. Glass shattered, someone yanked a fistful of his hair, and he limped away on a suspected fracture. Chaos fuels thumbnails. Broken bones threaten careers. Management responded with infrastructure. By September, he landed in Manila, flanked by 2 ex-Special Forces guards, 3 decoy SUVs, and a production planner whose sole job was to map exits and stash backup SIM cards. Southeast Asia embraced him like a rock icon skipped by record labels. In Phnom Penh, he crowd-surfed while the counter flipped past 30 million. 48 hours later, Jakarta set history. An English-language IRL stream peaked at 1,012,000 concurrent viewers, the first outside Mr. Beast territory. The security budget, once pocket change for rideshares, ballooned to 6 figures per month. Advanced scouts inspected venues 3 days ahead, mapping choke points and hospital routes. A retired Israeli commando drilled evacuation procedures. A former K-pop tour manager negotiated police permits. The crew carried a Pelican case stuffed with international SIM cards labeled only by airport codes, keeping leaked itineraries useless. The tour mixed sport and cultural cameos. He sparred with Manny Pacquiao in a Manila boxing gym, crashed a tuk-tuk into a fruit stand in Bangkok, and laughed after overpaying for fake Jordans in Ho Chi Minh City. Tourism boards quietly retweeted his clips. Behind every 20-second highlight lurked 20 hours of paperwork. Recognition rolled in? December 2024, the Streamer Awards named him Best International, Best IRL, and, above all, Streamer of the Year. He trembled at the mic and thanked the countries that let me scream in their streets. 2 months later, WWE called. At the 2025 Royal Rumble in Indianapolis, Speed sprinted to the ring, eliminated Otis, absorbed a Braun Breaker spear, and flew over the top rope in 56 seconds. Yet the montage racked 255 million views across Speed and WWE channels. By then, he wasn't merely streaming, he was exporting a franchise. He released a Brazilian funk EP titled Trip to Brazil, raced Olympic champion Noah Lyles in a MrBeast video, and scored in the Sidemen charity match, forcing rival supporters to chant his name. He donated $50,000 to the Palestine Children's Relief Fund on stream, provoking op-eds about whether activism can coexist with tornado content. Blowback showed up too. A Cinco de Mayo prank ended in a police swatting at a Texas KFC, reminding viewers the stakes rise with every headline. So, how high is the ceiling now? On 15th June 2025, his landing page showed 40.7 million subscribers and 4.4 billion total views. More striking than raw numbers is the passport tally: 42 countries, 5 continents, and meetups that turn into civic events. Jakarta's mayor invited him to kick off a futsal match. Lima named him honorary mayor for an hour. Chinese state media praised his positive US-China exchange during a spring tour. Beneath the pyrotechnics sits vulnerability. Streams catch him calling his mother, the same parent who once yelled, "Turn that racket down!" before realizing it could pay off her mortgage. Jet lag makes him teary. 5 minutes later, he's dancing in the aisle to Rihanna. That emotional pendulum, rage, cry, bark, builds credibility. In a sea of brand-safe creators, Speed's raw humanity feels like oxygen. What's next? He brands 2025 Level 2. Fewer impulse hops, more stadium-scale events, and a documentary crew filming the spreadsheets as well as the screams. Rumors swirl of a home-and-away charity match with Kylian Mbappé, an IRL series across the Trans-Siberian Railway, and a full-time pro wrestling camp. Whether any of it lands almost doesn't matter. Anticipation alone keeps chat buzzing at 200 messages a second. Which brings us back to you, the person reading on a cracked phone or a 4K monitor. Remember Bradley's £1.79 super chat, the pebble that started the avalanche? If a random teenager can mint a cultural juggernaut with loose change, what ceilings might shatter next? Drop your theories, smash subscribe if the saga made you yell SUI, and stay tuned. The next eruption could ignite in Nairobi or Buenos Aires, and you'll want front row seats when the roof blows off again.